Hello everyone and welcome to the ScratchRunning Podcast, the official podcast of competitive browser gaming, where our motto is, the only certain path to failure is not hitting the ball. As always, I'm your host Kieran, and with me on the mic are the boys.
It really is the
boys. It's the boys. We got Nick ScratchRunning,
Hello.
Clabs ScratchRunning,
Salutation.
and from Yes Quite ScratchRunning.
Hello.
Hi.
Is it like a family? Are we all? It's our
Yeah.
last name. All... I mean,
Wow.
Scratch Running is sort of a family. if you
It's
think
like a
about it.
found
Yeah.
family.
It's like a found family. It's like a family, but not in the corporate way, more of the online friendship way.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a good way to put it.
I didn't shake your hand to hire you and go welcome to the family.
Welcome to
and
the
then underpay you
family.
guys.
We're expecting you
Yeah.
guys to work overtime, off hours, because we're a family and we're all in this together.
We're a family, guys.
Yeah.
It's more like you found us at a Goodwill and you're like, this belongs to me now.
Aw,
Yeah. We don't have Goodwill here, but we do have secondhand shops.
That's
so
true.
yeah, that
There you
counts. Check your Goodwills.
Do you guys
Especially for Guitar Hero
Don't go.
guitars.
do you guys like going to secondhand shops? Just a
I
random question off
love
I'm a fan.
going to thrift
I love 'em.
stores. I like to
Definitely.
collect antique and just broken instruments and see if I can get them
Nice.
working.
the bat. Yeah,
I haven't been to Cashies in a while.
I mean,
Yeah.
you know,
I really enjoy going because it's great to window shop, but I don't actually end up going very often.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And when I do, I never actually buy anything.
When I
And
was
if-
younger, I used to buy a lot of Nerf guns when I would go to
Ooh,
a thrift
so
store.
true.
And I actually just
Wow.
knew way too much Nerf Gun Trivia.
Give me one. Give me one
I
right now.
respect it.
There
You're
was
right.
this
I
there was
respect
this
it.
Nerf Gun pen that was like a slingshot. That's one of the only Nerf guns to be discontinued because it would cause injuries.
Oh no.
It was just
And the other Nerf guns don't.
no, it would throw a piece of plastic into someone's eye because you pulled it back too hard or something.
Yeah.
I don't remember exactly. It's been a while.
Crazy.
got
Okay,
the
sorry.
Nerf-
You
you got
still
the
had a
Nerf
story.
lore.
though. So you.
No, I just like buying them, and I paint them sometimes, and I try to do
Ooh.
mods, but I didn't really understand them.
Right.
And then I just had a huge bin of Nerf guns. I don't know if those still exist in my mom's house or if those got donated.
Oh,
But,
all right.
yeah,
Yeah, that's
I did
fine.
also
New-
love Nerf guns a lot. I still like them, but
the new
Yeah,
ones
so-
are so much better. It's kind of
Ooh.
I don't even understand. I do like the kind of the design of the older ones a little more, just because of course I have nostalgia. But the new ones are you don't even have to pull any mechanism. You pull the trigger and it goes 100 feet, and it has a round of
Wow.
20 darts. And and there's no batteries.
That's kinda cool.
And I'm like, what the heck? How is it even out? How did you do that?
Nerf guns have never had batteries.
But yeah, there's something. They'll have little motors in them that rev up, and then they just push the darts out, kind of.
Next, they
But yeah,
invent the perpetual motion machine or whatever it's called.
I
like-
swear some of them straight up have they somehow convert the
They
the
figured it
force
out.
of pulling the trigger into 100 feet of foam dart movement, and I'm not sure I understand.
How?
I don't
Arms race
know.
has been fierce.
Now, to be fair, pulling the trigger on that Nerf gun is kind of it starts raw in your finger after.
Oh
a bit.
yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like a trigger that's
Yeah,
a
sometimes
little
sometimes
much.
Sometimes it's hard to pull the trigger.
Well, because that's yeah, but actually, literally, because they put a spring lock mechanism into the trigger to power 100 feet of foam dart movement.
Hey, at least you don't gotta go.
Yeah, but that's kind of fun, though.
It is
It's
fun.
kind
kinda
I
of
agree.
fun.
I agree. It is kind of fun.
And then it only goes 10 feet, and it just flops onto the ground. I used to. Did you
Yeah,
ever have those
the
discs?
old Nerf guns? The old Nerf guns seem like they're great for shooting in the house.
Yeah, the new ones
But the
are.
new Nerf guns, you could get an abandoned warehouse or something, put a bunch of blocks,
Yeah, they're
decorate it.
it does seem like they're sort of marketing towards college students who play humans versus zombies now. Less than kids just kids shooting 10 feet of foam that never hits anyone, and they're just screaming at each other as though they're hitting all their shots.
Although
I remember watching unfinished YouTube series of Nerf Wars.
oh
as like a teenager.
Yeah, like
And
Count
they looks really fun.
Count Drakenol or whatever. It's this like Dracula themed Nerf channel, and I think he's still making Nerf videos, which is kind of astounding to me. But yeah, he'd play a lot of that. It always looked pretty fun. I should see if my campus plays that.
The after show for this episode is we meet
The after
up
show,
to...
you want to come over and
Yeah, we'll get this
the after show.
McDonald's.
SRCast 34 after show. Nick shoots clabs
Dude, in a
gonna
McDonald's would be perfect.
in the McDonald's.
Yeah, we're getting in the McDonald's play place.
Hide behind the. Wait, your McDonald's actually have play places? That's
I
crazy.
don't think they
It's
do
like a myth.
anymore. Like
No,
they did when I was
no.
a kid.
They
When I was a
finally
kid, they
thought
did.
better of it.
They usually have them
Well.
outside, but like, yeah, they're not good. But you can like flip the tables inside, like Enter the Gungeon style, and like get behind it, and then
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
There is a single slide outside one of my local McDonald's. It's not really a play place, but it is a slide.
Also, I'm acting like Enter the Gungeon invented the table flip. It's not what they did, but
Yeah, that's
like,
definitely
yeah.
theirs. It's trademark.
Yeah, Enter the Gungeon invented guns.
That's true.
This is true. This is highly true. I always had the disc. I like the
Many
disc
people saying
Nerf
this.
guns.
Oh,
They'd have
we
they'd
didn't
have
know those
green
existed.
Little, like-
weird discs in them, and they'd have like
peach ring
frisbee.
shooters?
They kind of were like peach. They weren't rings. They were literally green discs. Let
They
me see
were
if I can get
discs.
these up. Green disc Nerf. I'm assuming if no one knows what these are anymore. Yeah, I'm looking at. I've googled it and I'm seeing the original ones. I'm not seeing new ones.
Oh, I
Which
see.
tells me they definitely
no.
stopped making them. But they had a
At least you
cool.
didn't dream.
Podcast Nerf segment. You'll love to see it.
They had a color scheme that was so unique. They never. I don't think they ever did this again. And it really made them just feel like this weird alternative like faction of Nerf.
Ooh,
me have a
green
look at
orange. I'm
Oh,
a green
yeah.
orange enjoyer.
Oh yeah, that's like what the heck is that?
Nerf
does not-
Vortex.
Yeah.
Nice.
Usually Nerf goes blue, orange, black. So seeing the green orange.
And why are they called Nerf?
Well, because they're like the
It just
word.
is.
I don't know. That's
It's
the
Nerf.
I think the brand Nerf predated the slang for like
Yeah.
Yeah.
depowering a
The-
character.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the term nerfing people is based on the Nerf brand.
Ah, yeah.
If I remember correctly, there was
No.
a character that got nerfed, and the forums said that their attack was now a Nerf gun,
That's
They used a new pistol
incredible.
and now
and
it's a Nerf
so
gun.
nerfed.
I
The
didn't know
origin.
that. Okay.
Nerf this.
Now we're circling back to the actual topics. Okay, there is no actual topics if I can be honest.
The actual topic is gaming.
The point of this episode in particular is for us to go as long as we can without you good listeners at home realizing that we don't have a main topic this time around.
Yeah, we
Yes.
don't have a main topic, but have we ever?
Yeah, we're
you
rambly.
may be convinced that that's always the point, but no, it's the point specifically this time.
Yeah. That's
Okay,
true.
there
Yeah.
is a thing that our good friend Nick Appelman, Apfelord German, wanted to touch on last episode, but we kind of
Yeah.
derailed into other deep conversations.
We're so good at that.
So,
You-
Yeah.
Nick, why don't you talk a little bit about the stuff you want to say about like the place of scratch running and the state of scratch?
I don't know, like
How's it going?
this in general. It's great that you're bringing this up now. Where like I totally thought this was gonna be an episode just listing Q&A and like talking about Nerf guns apparently, and now I have to.
Like, you thought this episode was just gonna be, what are your opinions on people venting on Scratch? I'm not reading all that. Next question.
No, that's fine. That's fine. No, with I kind of with the last episode too, and the stuff we found about like how people found new ways to make cool stuff with Scratch again. In that case, it was the stretching block
Yeah.
basically coming back.
Last episode was about the 3D blocks, and it just made us think, wow, there is so much more to do with Scratch.
Right, and it felt like, or at least to me, it felt like it was time again, maybe, to say like, okay, what is Scratch doing at the moment? What could they do and whatever? But also like, that brought me to another point, which is, what the heck are we doing on Scratch?
Yeah.
It's like, what?
I mean, what I'm doing on
Mhm.
scratch.mit.edu is playing games, reading Clab's comment section, reading my own comment section for some reason.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for 251 followers on my personal account.
Congrats.
Hey.
Congrats, Karen.
Clap emoji, I guess.
You did it.
I really did.
um.
I set my Scratch bio to, I just want to know why 250 people are paying attention to what projects I give red hearts to.
Well.
And someone said, because we support the ScratchRunning Podcast and we want to support its creator.
Right.
And my response to that is usually subscribe to ScratchRunning instead. But, like, they kind of have a point.
Yep. It is kind of cool that we have, you
Yeah.
know, looking back at it now, maybe this is like also a little thing for me to get nostalgic, if I can,
Yeah.
for something that happened maybe 2 years ago, which is not very far in the past, but, you know, that does it matter?
Ages ago.
Ages. Literal ages. About
Yeah.
2.
Scratch 3 was... I think Scratch 3 is 3 years old.
That does... Wow, really?
I think.
Okay, I mean, that does make sense if you consider... Like, we have started
Feel
as
old
a
yet?
little podcast with a bunch of, I would say, unknown people. Like, I think at that point...
Yeah.
I don't know.
It was unknown people until we got a known person.
Right?
And then that known person's friends invited their friends.
But, like...
And then their friends won't be active in the server anymore.
That happens, man.
Yeah,
But
it happens.
to me, it's so crazy how just 3 episodes of the SRCast got us to the point at which Raimu 8,
yeah,
a bit, you know, more well-known scratcher at that
Wario's
time,
pizza guy,
Yeah.
who knows a few guys.
started to notice us, and maybe it was because we talked about his game. I think that was the case.
Probably.
And
I think out of all the Scratch runners,
Mhm.
the most likely person to know a guy is you, Nick Scratchrunning.
You think so? You
Yeah,
think?
probably.
I mean, if it's an older Scratcher,
Oh,
you know a guy.
okay.
If it's a newer Scratcher, Clabs knows a guy.
That is true. That is very true. Clabs, how
if
many?
it's an animator, Joseph knows a guy.
Very true.
And I'm here for comic relief.
Dude, do you want to talk about tap jump bowling?
I do.
Please.
Please do.
And I'll somehow rail it back, you know, into
Yeah.
whatever this conversation is.
Yeah, speaking of, like, I don't upload anything, but people follow me anyway, I feel like that's me with you, because you like tap jump, and so do I.
It's true.
What is
Very
that?
good game. Do you want me to talk about it? Because I will, but
I
not
want
if
you
we
to
want to
talk
like
about
head
Tap
somewhere
Jump.
for the next 15 minutes.
No, don't worry about it.
We have 15 minutes to spare, brother.
I was hoping we could hear Nick's story of the Scratch legacy, but you know, you can in fact tap the jump in the game Tap Jump, which is pretty sweet.
That's what I mean. Like
That's pretty good.
I can wait. I can talk about it whenever.
Is it just that? Is it just that you can
It's
tap
kinda
the
like-
jump?
No,
Mario
no.
Land.
It's a very good game that I'm happy to talk about, but only if you don't want to talk about your story anymore.
Like, I have nothing against, like, somehow finding a weird way to get my... I don't even have that much of a point, which is why I'm happy.
Yeah,
I'm just trying to...
Gotcha.
I want to go on a... I
Perfect.
also kind of want to go on a tap jump tangent, because I
Sure.
recently played
Oh, there we
Tap
go.
Jump Mansion, which is a game that quite gave a red heart to.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay, so Tap Jump is a game that I don't really know why it's called that, but it's made by someone named GSCAG01,
Mhm.
and
Nice.
it's a game that takes a lot of pages out of the book of Wario Land 4, or more specifically, a game called
Oh.
Pizza Tower, which took a lot of pages out of
Which is
Wario
based on
Land 4's
Wario
book.
Land.
Yeah. This kind of
Yeah.
feels like it saw Pizza Tower and took that, but like probably enjoys both. And it's
Yeah.
just a fun platformer with some interesting, like with an interesting move kit.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'm also pretty sad because the developer was doing an excellent job of continually revamping it and making new levels with the mechanics like revamped and polished and
I
improved.
see.
And then
Yeah.
last few projects they've been working on other stuff. So I'm not really sure if they stopped or if they've just like wanted a quick breather. I hope they get back to it though, because it's very good.
They wanted to do the collabs.
I guess so.
Collabs.
Is that what
collabs
we're-
side project meme?
We're just calling it collabsing now. That's freaking.
It's
hurtful.
collabsing. I can't believe it's
Well,
just
I
collabs.
Somehow we get
looks
to
like
dunk on
he,
only you, even though basically all of us do it.
That's cool. That's very cool.
Looks like he University moved on.
What do you mean? University is like actually the most complicated thing I've ever seen on Scratch now, and to the point where I should have done more notation, because it's like now it's a beast that has conquered me.
Like losing track of it.
Because on Gummelgard 2, I like know that engine. That's my child. I've walked it through preschool, through primary school. I fed it apples and oatmeal every day, made it grow nice and healthy, nice and tall, and it's like we have a connection. But Earnimvesity is a problem child. Because
what is Earnimvesity for the people who don't know?
Earnimvesity is a pen-based auto battler I was creating that mixed a bunch of different ideas. So it would have like the social mechanics of Animal Crossing, the map mechanics of Slay the Spire, the gameplay mechanics of Super Auto Pets with economic mechanics of Dota Auto Chess. And
sounds like a
starting
video
to see the
game.
problem.
So basically, the ultimate pog game.
is like it's like actually the best game ever created. Just kidding. It's like okay, but like it was my masterpiece that all of the different pieces connected, and I made all these crazy good like sprites with vector, and it's like beautiful. But now when I go into it, there's just something
don't know how to make it.
So incredibly intimidating about how it's all in one sprite, of course. It's all running through a different, like this consecutive script of different custom blocks to generate the screen using pen. And there's like a lot of like object-oriented programming concepts that I put into the engine. Like there's a hero object which has properties of different kinds of heroes, but it also inherits the clickable and draggable interfaces. I'm like, is this for? Am I just using Java, but I didn't make it very well in a Scratch engine? I am sad.
Object-oriented scratching. How does he do it?
As soon as you start working with like a pen-only project, and where you can actually move stuff around as if it were clones, that's when it really starts to become that, right? And the pen manager in Monster World or in Taranga has also become like everything else at this point. Like it's
a nightmare.
The everything manager.
It's kind of a nightmare. What I could do and what I might do is I just might scrap like a third of it and redo it with like some better notation, because what I ended up doing is I just tried to be clever, and it turned into those stories that always happen where it's like, in Dota 2, did you know that no characters actually cast abilities? What happens is they spawn an invisible pig that generates an effect. And it's like that. It's like turned into that, and I'm just like, are you kidding me?
Like the Fallout train that's actually just a guy wearing a hat.
Yeah, the train in Fallout is an NPC wearing a train hat that's just running. A lot of video games do this.
Absolutely nothing that's visual in a video game is the actual video game.
That is amazing. That is amazing.
Wow, Shloopy.
Oh, that is the biggest wow Shloopy I'll ever give you.
I basically coded clickable and draggable items, and then I was like, what if I just reuse this custom block for heroes? And I was like, oh, this works great. And then things kept happening where it's like you can combine two items to make a new item, and then a hero isn't supposed to do that, so you like click and drag a hero and then it'll combine and then just die. And I was like, all right, well now I need to
combine me, level me up.
I need to like code around that. I need to there's another problem, because I added a reserve bench where you can put your heroes to like sit out of the battle. And now items can go there on accident. It's just like, no, oh god.
Why are items and heroes in the same class?
Because I need them to all be clickable and draggable, and like have combined things that. Oh, brother.
That does sound like that's music to my ears.
That does sound
like just hearing all these weird ways you found of making it work. I don't know, or making it not work.
Speaking of weird ways to make things work, have you guys seen Dark Nubs' most recent project?
Yes.
Head Smasher Saves the Day.
Yes.
I have not yet.
It's an AHS game made in Scratch 1.4.
What?
Yep.
As a way for Asher to just learn an old version of Scratch.
Yeah, it's really cool.
He just downloaded Scratch 1 and said, you know what? I'm gonna make an Asher game.
That's a frustrating game. I feel like a lot of the Asher and Smasher games are just very frustrating. It's like, oh, I died. Time to reset the entire level.
I think that's just like, I guess 1.4. Maybe it's not even a 1.4 thing. Because with 1.4 you can still make some fun stuff, but maybe I'm.
I mean, yeah,
it's
we
just
played
a game design thing. Like with Mission Takfar ages ago, I made that, and then like a couple years back, I like looked at it again, and I was like, why didn't I have checkpoints? This game desperately needs checkpoints.
Yeah,
this game needs checkpoints.
Scratchers heavily underrate a menu with options and
menus with options
and checkpoints, like being able to go back to main menu or turn off sound effects. Or anything like that.
I'm looking at you. So shout out to Nick for giving us the options menu in game in Taranga.
Right at the start too. It's the first thing I give to people.
Yeah,
that was so important to me.
The main options menu.
I'll be honest. That options menu being right at the start of the game had two reasons. One, I really liked the fact that you could pick. I think that was from. I got the idea from Erkstock and his. Ninja Roy 6, I believe it was, where you could right at the start of the game you had a slider for sound effects and background music, right? This is a great idea. I love that. This is amazing. But also, back in the day, the game, or the way I made the game, and the way it still is the ability effects.
Scratch text box.
Yeah, were made by Scratch text boxes
with slider.
And those, like, the text boxes are different for every like PC and every monitor that you want to open the game on. And so I had to find some way of making it so people can actually enjoy the game or the way I want it, to look.
Yeah, so if you're on Fork first, you turn it down. If you're on Scratch 3, you turn it up.
Yeah.
If you're on Scratch 2, I don't know what to say.
So that had to happen right at the start, which is why I had that. But option sliders at the start, great stuff. I agree.
You are very cool, and also you let me reset runs.
Oh yeah.
Looking at you, chirpy reverie. Got a green flag. Put my code back in. Go back into the overworld.
It's not that. Yeah, it's not.
Makes speedrunning a lot more difficult.
I've been speedrunning Chirpy Reverie. I have the world record on Chasm Cove main level.
Nice.
A minute 24, and I uploaded it to the ScratchRunning channel.
And there is an official like speedrunning. What was it like a?
There's a speedrunning leaderboard.
Yeah, for Chirpy.
I'm not gonna say where it is, but it's Chirpy Reverie speedrunning. It's a pretty easy thing to Google.
That's true. So yeah, is that Asher game any good? Should people check out a 1.4 game made in 2021?
I think it's.
Yes.
It's got like some very fun 1.4 charm. One of the little things I found was, it's like level by level based, kind of like Homecome Creatures of the Night. Do you kind of remember how that works? So one of the things I found was there's these flowers where if you explode them up, they turn into jump pads. And so what you can do is put a bomb at the end of the screen, load into the next level, and then if there's a flower on the other end of the screen, it'll get itself set up for you.
Dude, it's Head Smasher Saves the Day speedrun tech.
Yeah, which is actually really helpful because some of the
AHS 2011 should be in the Asher pack.
Some of the levels are extremely frustrating. So
that's true, probably. I mean, yo, can I talk for a second about how Alice and the Allies from popular ScratchRunning series SR
popular
Dice
ScratchRunning,
made it into Collapse's
popular collab series Comments Adventures. I do have to take personal responsibility as ScratchRunning for protecting the 0th and 1st derivative of Alice and the Allies. So you guys in Comment Adventures are just going to have to deal with their 2nd derivative, Schmalens and the Schmlorli.
Yeah, but you know what?
I am sorry about that. Actually, was it even me that protected the derivatives?
Who knows? Who knows?
Who knows?
I mean, that's up for the Candle World Theories pilgrims
that's up
to
the Theory
decide.
Studio. It's just that someone in the comments of Comment Adventures said, "Dang it," and then my name. Why did you protect their derivative?
Well, we'll have to figure out.
But like, it's my channel, but it's your series, so.
It's a mix.
Plus, it's you that put Schmalens and the Schmalorli.
Schmalens and the
beloved.
do recall, Alice and the Allies is a mix of a lot of our ideas together.
Yeah.
Alice was Nick's name. I said Allies of Alice, and then Kieran said Alice
and the Allies. So it sounds like a band name.
Yeah.
Someone said Alice's Allies, and then I.
Alice's Allies. That doesn't sound as much like a band name.
Yeah. So we had Alice and the Allies.
Alice and the Allies, baby.
Can't wait for that episode 3, by the way. Gonna be good.
So true. I
sure.
cannot wait for another Comment Adventures update.
That is also true.
Yeah.
Let's see
I'm
what they
hoping the day this is being recorded, I might be able to finish it, but we'll have to see.
Okay.
Nice.
I ended up
you
like
run a poll last time?
people will have seen it after this because it always takes a while for these podcasts to come out.
It's the if you're watching this on the 31st of May, I hope you had a happy Scratch week.
Oh yeah.
So
Wow.
previously on the ScratchRunning podcast, we ran a poll, which was related to the episode. Who would have believed it? And the question is, what are your thoughts on 3D programming?
Interesting
And
question.
so,
In my opinion.
7% of our cool guy audience said, I find the games too slow to load, so it's not for me.
Fair.
With the hardware limitations. 13% said, I've made some 3D games before. Very cool.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
45% said that it was too difficult for them.
Also fair. It's not,
Yeah.
it's not the
You
easiest.
may require some help from the Griff Patch tutorials.
Right.
And 36% said they may give it a try.
Yeah.
Nice.
36.
Yeah.
It's a very uplifting
36%
very
of the
uplifting
ScratchRunning community.
Scratch running poll.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. I feel like
Also, while I'm here in Chrome, someone just commented Switch Sports on the Q&A box. And I
Just
feel like
that.
that's not really a Q&A, but have you guys played Nintendo's?
I have not, but I have watched some of it, and I've like I've watched one dude. I thought the
Yeah.
game was like more in the direction of what's it called? Switch.
1-2 Switch?
No, Ring Fit Adventure is what it's called.
Yeah,
Where you like
Ring Fit
actually had
Adventure.
to do a lot of like lots of movement and stuff and whatever, so you could actually
Yeah.
play the game. But then I watched a
But
dude
it turns
play
out
it.
they just use they're using the Joy-Cons as Wiimotes.
You just
So-
use like you raise your hand a little.
Yeah.
And then
So you're using the Joy-Con as a Wiimote.
kind of, yeah. And
We
I
gotta
don't know.
bring back the Kinect because
Right.
the Kinect came out. Everybody was doing crazy stuff with it. People were like, I homebrewed my Kinect and plug in my computer, and now I'm doing crazy stuff with it. And all the games
Honestly,
with Kinect were just bangers.
Yeah.
Like the Star Wars game where you just actually like
Oh.
controlling the swings, doing dances. The game where you're just doing like a bunch of different activities. Those games are fun.
Yeah. I have a family member that has an Xbox 360, and I have played a little bit of Kinect Sports.
Yeah.
It's not as good as Wii Sports, let me tell you.
I can I can see that.
I feel like given the next generation, it can now be good.
Right.
Like I could imagine tennis on Kinect where you actually like hold like a stick that it like scans in, and like you can play it more like a VR game almost.
Like, how come nobody has done that yet? Like an online multiplayer like versus thing, where you actually have to like. Would that be too frustrating, or would people be able to like cheat at some? Why is that not a thing yet?
I mean Switch Sports Tennis.
Yeah, but you just raise a hand to play.
Yeah, you just swing.
You just
kinda
you
swing.
shake the
I'm a fan of
Wiimote.
actually swinging the Joy-Con.
You just
No,
kind of you just jiggle it.
Right?
Yeah.
It's exactly that. And I don't...
Yeah, you can jiggle the Joy-Con, but then the tennis ball goes out the court.
Can you no longer do the thing where you're like standing in front of the net and you do the like... Everybody's like
You
swinging
have
as fast as
do you
possible.
have
Goes...
a guy?
I've
You
seen
have
it.
a guy at the front of the net, but I have a feeling that Switch Sports is a little bit slower.
Ah,
I personally have never gotten it to work in an online lobby,
okay.
Yeah.
but like I'm sure it's possible.
No, what
Really
Switch
love that.
Sports does, which it's like okay, is rather than you having, they didn't like solve the problem with the Wii where you don't really control your swing or where you're really aiming. What they did instead was, depending on how late, early, or on time you are, they just make your guys screw up more or less.
Oh, you're talking about volleyball? That's Switch Sports volleyball.
I'm
right
pretty
there.
sure it also happens on tennis, because I was watching you play tennis, and whenever it said like late, you would do something bad,
Yeah.
and whenever you were on time, you would like hit it very excellently. And
I
it's
feel
like,
like there's
okay.
also Switch Sports badminton. Why are there 3 sports with nets?
Yeah, it seems like they all just kind of check your timing rather than like
yeah,
your swing.
like those 3, those like tennis, volleyball, and badminton blend together for me. But bowling,
Oh yeah, those. I mean, the other ones are pretty good.
Switch Sports survival bowling. Who thought of that? So I want to meet them and 1v1 them in Switch Sports soccer.
Oh, is it as good as or is it better than bowling in Wii Sports? Because I love bowling.
Yes.
It was my favorite
Yeah,
sport. I have
Switch
the
Sports bowling
sparkly
is.
ball.
I personally like Switch Sports bowling.
Mhm.
It is different to the Wii remote, but you get used to it.
Yeah, and I
Get
heard
used to the Wiimote.
I had a criticism that it made bowling a solved game where you could get a strike every time on Switch. But like you could definitely do
could do
that
that
on the Wii. You could definitely get a
could do
strike every
that.
time on the Wii.
Yeah.
So I'm not really
Yeah.
sure what they mean.
I mean, technically, if you like, you could get a strike every time in regular bowling. If
Yeah.
you just like put it in like the ball into a machine that throws
Yeah,
it
but
the exact
it-
same way
okay,
every
but, like,
time.
Good.
For real though, why is bowling competitive? Just get 300.
It's the oil pattern.
SMHing my
It's,
head.
it's them oil patterns. They screwed with the
Nice,
oil
yeah.
pattern.
They screwed with the oil patterns.
No. Well, I mean, like you can't in real life bowling spawn in and the center move right, and then
Yeah.
just swing and then get it every time, right? It's not.
Yeah, bowling you have to actually walk around.
I'm imagining
Volleyball.
somebody who has never played bowling before in his life, like just on the Wii Sports.
This one goes out to all my homies who have never played
And
bowling.
they go to a bowling alley and just like stand in
And, like,
right
what the heck
center,
is
like in the
this?
perfect center, then take like 2 steps to the right.
Yeah, people who have never played bowling but have played Wii Sports, when they swing the ball backwards and all the people watching them don't spin around and jump.
What? Yeah, there's no targeting reticle. And it's like the same with like golf, right? It's like, this golf is solved. I can just line up the dot into the putt and then putt way out. But
golf.
the reason bowling feels a little easier, I think, is because you can't like overshoot, really. You just gotta hit them pins.
Yeah,
For
I mean
brawl.
gutter balls,
Yep.
but yeah.
Yeah, if you're not gonna. It's so hard to get a gutter ball on a virtual bowling game. If you get gutter balls on
virtually.
virtual bowling,
It's the
You deserve to not make the
Can I
final.
what
get some-
happened?
Can I tell you guys about the best version or the worst version of this in
Go
some
for
way?
it.
Is billiards. Billiards.
Mm.
In
Yo.
gaming, right? In
Yeah, it's so different.
It's
Dude,
like
Wii
it's not
Play Pool
comparable at all.
Is
It's just line up, like calculate the angle, and sometimes the game just straight up does it for you. Like just
Yeah.
okay? Are we talking about Wii Play Pool that actually uses the Wii remote? Or are we talking Clubhouse games like top-down mobile game 8-ball pool?
Look, I mean,
Anything where you only have
Yeah.
to adjust the angle,
right.
and
The like left and
then
right,
everything
Power.
else is automatic.
left,
Like,
right
as a
power.
I'm a certified billiards enjoyer.
Like in real life or on Clubhouse?
IRL, yeah.
Yeah, same. Love that.
I got a pool table.
You got a pool table?
What?
Your boy has a pool table.
There's this place in the city where I like to go to a lot with friends. We just play billiards a lot, but I don't know. It's like
there's a bowling alley near me that does have a pool table.
Ooh. But you
it's
go
the
there
same
to
one
play
where I play my dance game, Pump It Up.
Yeah.
I've never gone bowling there.
No, what? All right.
Bowling
is different in real life.
Yeah. Bowling's different IRL.
No.
That's what you got to do, like VR bowling, where you can actually angle
Premium
the cue.
bowling for the Oculus Quest 1.
You angle the cue and just have to actually figure out the physics, and you can knock the ball out and hit someone in the eye and give them a black eye.
Ooh,
that's how it's supposed to be. That's the way God
like,
intended pool to be played.
Yeah.
Okay, you mentioned bowling, so when you mentioned like poking people's eyes out, I was like, how?
Are you talking about? Did you circle back to billiards?
Yeah, I'm talking about pool. Sorry, my bad.
I was just very confused for a moment.
I love Switch sports.
I mean,
by the way, if you are a me supremacist, feel free to get mad at me in the comments. The sports mate apologist has logged on. I think they fit the art style of Switch sports. What can I say?
Nice, like utopian battle network looking characters.
Yeah,
and I mean that affectionately.
That's a good
as
way
a
to put
positive.
it.
Can I play a little soda game with you all?
Dude,
oh boy.
You've been talking about this before, and I've been very excited to see what you had planned for us, and it is a soda game. What is
a soda game?
Soda game.
I'm gonna give you.
Claps what happened. Soda games.
I'm gonna give you 4 sodas, and one of them is not real, and you have to guess which one of them is the not real soda.
So basically, you're gonna make me relieved once and sad 3 times.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yes. Okay, I'm ready for this.
All right. So, okay. Pepsi Ghost, Curry Ramune, Ice Cucumber Pepsi, or Salted Watermelon Dr. Pepper.
Okay.
Salted Watermelon Dr. Pepper.
What was the first one again?
Okay.
Pepsi Ghost.
Okay, I've never seen curry ramune imported into the UK, but I've tasted basically all of the other flavors that have been.
Oh, so you're saying it is curry ramune.
I'm saying curry ramune.
Curry Ramon.
All right, that's your lock-in.
Well,
I'm saying curry ramune is not real.
Are we battling each other here?
Yeah, sure, yeah.
Okay. I've heard of none of these before, so I guess,
Yeah.
I guess nobody has.
To be fair, neither have I.
Yeah, okay.
That's the beauty of the soda segment.
And I assume Googling is out of the question.
Absolutely.
What was the third
I'm not
one?
touching my keyboard.
Pepsi Ghost, Curry Ramune, Ice Cucumber Pepsi, and Salted Watermelon Dr. Pepper.
I'm going with Ice Cucumber Pepsi. That's not the real one.
Salted Watermelon Dr. Pepper.
Him quite takes it. Salted Watermelon Dr. Pepper is not real.
You did wait a little on that one, so I was...
Salted Watermelon Dr. Pepper.
Yeah, I've had cucumber Sprite before, and so to think that they would put it into something else is not too far-fetched for me.
Cucumber
I know.
Just... Oh.
Yeah, let me post the images of the drinks.
It's pretty refreshing as a pairing to lemon lime. It kind of tastes weird, but it works. But
Pepsi Ice Cucumber. That's old Pepsi.
But cucumbers just taste like water. What is? What
is the curry ramune?
Ah, that's real. Hatakosen, my beloved, thank you for not importing this flavor.
Have I told you guys about the saying yet, where people say the best part of a cucumber tastes like the worst part of a watermelon?
Oh, yeah, it does.
I guess.
Because it does.
But I do actually like that part of the watermelon though.
Yeah.
I love eating that little green, that yum yum yum. Give me that light green.
So true.
Yeah. It's refreshing.
Give me in that rind.
Pepsi
Ghost. This horrible
watermelon ramen very recently started getting imported.
It looks appalling.
Yeah, the Pepsi Ghost Witch is actually a little terrifying.
Why is the little finger pointing out? It's
it's fancy.
I'm fancy with my Pepsi
Fancy.
Ghost.
Take a sip.
There were actually 14 different flavors among the bottles, which made for an interesting game of roulette for the customers on Pepsi Ghost.
Ooh, I hate that.
Potion of worsen own appearance.
Every Pepsi Ghost tastes different.
That is weird.
What are the different
Every
flavors?
copy of Pepsi Ghost is personalized.
More terrifying with every sip.
Claps,
Okay,
do we
there
have
was
more?
Anyways, I'm headed to Kenji to get some lychee ramen.
I do have some more sodas that I could make you guess out of.
I mean, if you're
But
lying.
let me
After show.
let me just make one more fake soda and then we can do it.
Okay.
Stop making them. They'll become real.
Here are the sodas. We have Tree Bark Soda, Pepsi Mojito, Black Garlic Coca-Cola, and Pumpkin Mug.
Coca-Cola garlic just sounds awful.
I'm going pumpkin mug.
I want to believe in Coke and pumpkin mud. Pumpkin mud.
Pumpkin mud.
I want that to exist, and so I'll vote against it.
Tree bark soda. I don't know what a tree bark tastes like.
Ever put wood chips in your mouth?
You wanna?
Ever
Unfortunately,
just really
no.
eat it on the swing set?
I ought to have, but no.
Do you have any trees outside?
We have
Want
trees.
to give it a
I just
taste?
don't eat them.
Get ravenous for a second.
Yeah.
Honestly, I ought to. I feel like that's an important childhood memory that I'm just missing.
Maybe.
Which is what they call me Kieran K. 258 Travis.
I'm saying the Coke is not real.
Black garlic. My
Black
vote's there.
garlic.
I'm going tree bark soda.
All right, the fake one. The fake one was Pumpkin Mug.
Oh.
No.
So the other ones aren't
So
real.
sad.
One time I ordered a mojito at the restaurant, but they were out of fresh mint.
Oh no.
So they just gave me some lime water.
Yeah,
It
delicious.
is not the same thing.
Let me see if I can get a picture of this Tree Bark Soda. That sounds
Coca-Cola
awful.
garlic.
Please.
Man, what a world we live in.
A beautiful.
All right, let's get some Q&As. Let's at least get one
Right.
Q&A.
Let's get like
Angleback.
one.
Yeah,
See, we did it. We did it, guys.
we did it.
Seamless. They'll
See?
never notice a thing.
So true. We have a question here from.
Bird.
No, we got nothing.
I mean, okay. So we have. Do any of the Scratch Runners run in real life? I
I don't.
didn't enjoy running, although it's probably good for.
It's probably good.
Yeah. I did enjoy biking a
used
lot
to
more than running.
Yeah, I used to run to the bus stop, but now I'm just straight up a cyclist.
You're running to the bus stop because you were missing the bus, or
Yeah.
We have a sort of spiritual Scratch Runner, DN, who does do the European
Yeah.
football.
yeah,
And I
Yeah.
actually run for fitness, but
okay,
It's like-
nice.
Nice.
not so
Very
much
nice.
as
You'll
a
love to
hobby.
see it.
So technically, I do.
We
Alright.
do have some actual Scratch running runner.
I'm the runningest.
Running
Scratch
Scratch
runner.
Runners.
Running. You'll love to see
And that
it.
was from Arctic Animator. What are you guys'
Thank you
thoughts
for that
on
question.
venting on Scratch from Minority Memento?
Now define venting, please, for me, because I mean, Minority Memento should probably.
Sussy.
No, not the sus venting. It's when you go on your account and you post a white project use the default purple text and write
yes.
a very large text wall about how much you hate a thing, some part of your life, some part of Scratch, etc., etc. So all of your Scratch followers can send you their sympathies.
Yeah. I don't know why you would do that on scratch.mit.edu.
Yeah.
All I'm going to say is, I ain't reading all that. Next question.
Clavs, do you have any thoughts on it?
I think there's I think it's a sad symptom of our world how hard it is to connect with your friends and find the support systems that you need in your life to where you would go and post it on Scratch for a bunch of internet strangers to give you support. I can't ever begrudge someone for venting on scratch.mit.edu. I can only just feel bad that was where their feelings led.
Yeah, that's a very good way to put it.
Like, one would hope it would be a last resort.
Yeah.
Like, you'd have folks who would be interested in, like, helping you out by listening to you then about something.
Mm-hmm.
And only if you don't have any of that would you decide to do that.
And because
children's educational website,
it's happening more and more, and I worry that either people are losing these support systems or people see this as an effective way to get support, but I would say it's not a good way. So, you have my sympathies, but get out of there.
Someone commented on episode 33 that my new specialty is specifying that Scratch is an MIT-owned educational website. And I have a reason for this.
Yeah.
It's because Scratch is the programming language that Clabs is using and Nick is using and Quite is using, and I'm here to play things made in that programming language. Scratch.mit.edu is the website with the comments and the bad takes and the cool projects, actually. You should go play some of the cool mentioned projects.
Is it not exclusively any of those categories?
I guess it is a social media website in the truest sense of the word.
I like Scratch. I can't really care that much about the website.
I agree, here and there.
I'm a turbo warp enjoyer, and just play Chirpy Reverie.
I've gotten to the point where I care more for like what they do with the programming language, because that's what I primarily use these days. Although it does, and here we go, brings me back to the main topic. I did it. It's us as Scratch Running. Like, I should be more active in the community, I feel. We all bring different stuff into Scratch Running. Like Clabs, for example, I feel you brought a lot more like talk about different communities to Scratch Running, and I don't know, maybe I guess you're also here to talk about the nitty-gritty stuff with the programming language itself. So
I'm a jack of all
Clabs,
freaking trades.
You're the dungeon master of Scratch, the Goombel guy, CEO of Candle World, the soda segment community member.
You're putting medals on your.
Oh, these are getting heavy. This is getting heavy.
You get one colored roll for each thing you do on the ScratchRunning Podcast.
A lot of cool stuff. So I don't know. I guess. Scratch really is a social media website, and you find that stuff everywhere.
And I really like how Candle World represents the website.
It's true.
Thank you. Here's how I feel. We all have a fish in life that we have to reel in. Some of us reeled in sooner than others, but we find ourselves sitting here in this McDonald's, sipping our Shamrock Shakes, twiddling our thumbs.
Is the Shamrock Shake back yet?
It's not, but my point still stands.
Yeah. Besides, in the UK, we don't even get it, so...
Some of us have more than one fish in our life, and sometimes the fish is a communal fish that we reel in together. And I find that as we approach the end of this podcast, I feel the real tug and pull, and it might be time to reel that fish in.
We've played the fishing minigame for a good 52 minutes, and we finally landed one.
All right, Kieran, will you do the honors?
So, thank you all for listening to the Scratch Running Podcast. I've been Kieran, the sports mate apologist Travis, and with me on the mic have been the Scratch Running Boys.
Should we say our names?
Yeah.
Hi.
Absolutely.
Let's start from the bottom then. Clabs, who are you?
Hi, I'm K-Labs. I'm so happy to be on this podcast, guys. I'm such a big fan.
So true.
So true. Who's the other guy?
And B.
I'm him just quite.
Checks the call.
I love epithet erased and role playing games. Hi, I'm the German man, Kieran, Nick, Travis.
Wait, why am I German?
Friendo.
Oh no.
Not that I am much that I can say. I'm the one who will hopefully reemerge with games again. They're on their way. They take a while.
Yeah.
It's nice. It is nice to see you again.
Slowly but surely.
Slowly but surely.
I just posted something
love to
cool
see it.
on the Turanga or the Monster World forums again. If anybody is interested in...
The Monster World discussion forums, my favorite part of Scratch.
It is
That's
my
something
favorite message to get on Scratch, that there are new posts in there. I'm serious.
I really should follow the thread again.
It's a good
It's
one.
like all these studio activities, not enough forum activity.
Yeah. So if you want to know more about what's happening in the game, check that out. Because
Yeah.
Lord knows I'm not good at making another app full art. Yeah.
Yep, happens to the best of
I'm
us.
Lord. Hello. If you want to check out any of the stuff we've talked about, and please do, because there's some cool stuff.
Oh, absolutely.
There.
There's a studio full of all the mentioned projects.
That's correct. The SRCast mentioned project studio, and you can also check
Yeah.
them out in the notes and credits. Or if you're on YouTube, just go to Scratch.
Go to
Do it
Scratch.
there. I don't know.
That's what the point of the cast is. It's to get you playing good
That's
Scratch
what the
games.
point of the cast is.
If you're not on
That's
YouTube,
what the joke
maybe
is.
subscribe to ScratchRunning. We have a lot of fun.
Subscribe to
content.
Scratch Running.
And
And if you want to support us on Patreon, like very cool guys Josas and Nike Nine. Wonder who that last
You
guy
can
is.
find some exclusive projects. One even relating
exclusive content.
similarly to the 1.4 Asher Head Smasher game. We made some 1.4 projects and had a little competition of our own. It's a very fun video,
Now that-
so I encourage
now
you
that
to
is that's an exclusive one.
become one of our exclusive patrons to watch some of these videos.
£1 a month, we do extra vids.
yeah, I mean,
There's an after show coming out one day after this podcast. Patrons, they get it one day before the podcast.
that's a weird after show if you ask me, but sure, it does work.
It's worth it.
It's you make it become like the pre-show. It's strange how
Thank
that
you.
works.
The guys, the fish. Oh my god, the fish.
Yeah, it's really
It's really far away.
really.
I'm
No,
trying.
it's right here.
I'm trying. Oh, we got it!
Yeah. We got the fish. What kind of fish is this?
Jared, just take the fish, put it
It's
in
a
the box, and
metaphor-
close it.
it's a
Never
metaphorical
open
fish,
it
please
again.
notice.
Take the fish, put it in the box. The recording's now stopped.
Amazing.